Petite Borderabilities were developed specifically for card makers. They're 5.5 inches long and perfect for A2 size cards. Petite Borderabilities come in 2 styles. One style has a cut edge all the way around the die. The second style has a cut edge along one side. So the first style will cut strips, and the second style will cut borders into cards and projects. And you can see here where we actually taken a Borderability Petite and we've actually cut out a strip. But on the second card, you can see at the bottom of the card where there's a great little decorative border. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to cut out our first die. And this is the actual style that has the cut edge all the way around the die, and this is to cut strips. So we're going to place this on our magnetic spacer plate. And we're going to place the cardstock on top, and we're going to place the cut mat on the very top. We're going to run this through the wizard, starting with the handle of the machine toward us, reach around, roll the rollers to engage the mats, and then push the handle all the way forward. First pass through the machine is going to simply cut out your shape. Second pass through the machine is the embossing step. So now you can see we've got our cut. And we're going to remove the spacer plate, and we're going to take the tan embossing mat, and we're going to place it right on top of the die. And we're going to run it through the machine a second time. Start with the handle of the wizard toward me, roll the rollers, push the handle to the table. Easy as that. So you can use these decorative strips for any number of craft projects. Decorative frames, photo mats. So now we have our design embossed, and I'm just going to use a little tool, actually a paper clip, and we're just going to poke out the actual border design. And as you can see, this is a great die. You get this great embossing detail, but you also get all these great little decorative elements that are stuck in the die that you can actually poke out and use in your cards or your projects. So the second die design is really a lot of fun. We're actually going to choose our cardstock, and I'm going to make a card out of this. So with the magnetic mat, this is why we have the magnetic mat. The mat is amazing. You just put your die down wherever you'd like it, and it allows you to customize where you want your decorative border to go on your card. So I'm going to put it about an inch off the bottom, and then we're going to take our card, and we're just going to fold it over the magnetic mat. And we're going to run this through the wizard. Place the white mat on top. Start with the handle of the machine toward you. Roll the rollers. Run it through. And voila, we've got a great border. Now we're going to emboss this. Now you can see the little flowers are coming out of the die. That's perfectly fine. If you don't want to use them, just discard them. If you'd like to use them, put them back in your die. I'm not going to use them for this demonstration, so what I'm going to do is just tip them out. And just tap, and then remove your die, and you can line this back up. It only lines up one way on the die itself, so you can see how I made my border, and it lines right back up. But now we want to emboss. So in order to not get this design superimposed onto the back of my card, I'm laying it open. I put my mat over top of the die, and I'm going to actually fold the cardstock back. So the back of the cardstock is resting on top of the mat. Okay, and then we're going to run this through the wizard. And we'll end up with our decorative border for our card. Start with the handle toward you. Roll the rollers and walk it through. Get ready for a great card. Is that an awesome effect or what? And totally easy.